Another Kill production.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel, y'all's week 7 predictions. We got Spooky in the spot, the young
Sir,
goat.
you about to
We
leave?
got myself, Shabazz. We got Natty Bass, and we got a little special guest, Spooky. Joining us.
He's pissed off, but yeah, what's good, gang?
Never
Anyway,
should let him go before he fuck you up, son.
exactly.
Exactly. So today's show we're gonna have definitely one, hopefully two special guests. One's having some technical difficulties, and the other one is on his way home. So hopefully he can make it in time. So we're gonna start it regular, same as always. And when they come back, we're gonna get their analysis as well. But before that, what you got? What you got? What you got to say for the crowd, man? What you got to say for the crowd, man?
Oh man, the
How you
usual.
feeling?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm on fall break right now, so I got tomorrow and I got Friday off. So get my cut tomorrow. I look like a little rough today, but per usual, before we actually get started, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. And you know what we gotta do? Tell a friend to tell some friends. We're trying to create more of a community. Join the Discord if you have not joined the Discord. Link in the description right now as we speak. I can't do it. My voice is not 100%. So I'm gonna pass it back to you for that for the send off.
Yo, hold on. I gotta put the Discord in there. Get distractions. Oh shit, hold on.
All right, I got you. And for the first time in week 7, let's get right.
Oh shit. Little distractions, little sideways. I gotta put the link of the Discord in the.
Okay, I got you. So week
You're doing
6.
a horrible job. I ain't gonna lie. You're doing a horrible job
What you keep
of
saying?
promoting
I
of
got you.
promoting the Discord.
What do you mean?
We're doing a horrible job of promoting the Discord. I keep forgetting to put it in.
Oh, don't say we. You. But week 6 we talked about yesterday. Please join the Tuesday shows. We recapped all of week 6 action. Last week we dubbed it the week of the upset. A lot of teams that weren't supposed to win, or like if you think just on schedule, oh, this is supposed to be an easy win for this team. This was an easy win for this team, and this is why you play the game. Essentially, week 6 showed why you play football any given Sunday, and now week 7, hopefully things. I mean, we just want entertainment, of course, but any given Sunday, you got a lot of home favorites. I mean, you got 4 teams on buys. So teams that are bye are the Eagles, who are 6-0, the Vikings who are 5-1, the Bills who are 5-1, and the Rams who are 3-3. So if you have fantasy advice, please let us. I know a lot of the teams, like fantasy teams, have players from all four teams, especially Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, Sanders, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. So if you need help in terms of like what to do, what recommendations, who you try to pick up in the waiver wire, let us know in the comments. Please make this chat interactive.
And before that, we're gonna pass it on my boy living famous in the spot. Did you wake up? Hope did you wake up?
Yo, what's the vibes? Yeah,
Did you wake up?
it's good, fellas.
What's good, baby? So, I mean, we have a new section. I don't know if you watched the show last week. I hope you did. Towards the end, I'm gonna have to ask you for some people that gotta lock the fuck in before you tweak out. You know what I'm saying? So whether it be a coach, a unit on a offense or defense, a particular player, they gotta lock the fuck in and get right this week. You got so have those in your mind. You know what I'm saying? If Moosey comes, where he
Got a
does,
couple.
got a couple. You know what I'm saying? But before, fuck the bullshit. I gotta share the screen. Hold on. Bow. Yo, natural. So your Saints play the Cardinals Thursday night, son. How you feeling, son? He says, hold on. You're muted. I don't know what you're saying.
I was texting somebody. I'm sorry.
I'm texting shorties. Hold on.
No, chill out. Anyway, Saints Thursday night football at Cardinals. Man, we hurting, bro. My team hurt. Like, so are the Cardinals. Don't get me wrong, but we are hurting. We got like Michael Thomas out again, Jarvis Landry out again, Marshawn Lattimore out again. Chris Olave, he's coming back. He's coming back from concussion protocol. He cleared everything, so he's back. Quarterback, who's starting? Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston. I think it's leaning Andy. A lot of the beat writers and New Orleans are saying leaning Andy. But the recipe for victory stays the same. Run the ball, show time of possession, don't turn the ball over, and don't shoot yourself in the foot. And we actually did a pretty good job with that last week. But the underrated rule, it's unspoken, don't settle for field goals. Score touchdowns. We kept getting into the red zone and kept settling for 3 and not punching into the end zone. If we got into the end zone maybe one time instead of kicking a field goal, we would have won. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, but we did not. Obviously, Saints are gonna win. Come on now. Saints are gonna win this game, and because as much as we are hurt to shit, and Cardinals are getting D-Hop back. That's actually not an underrated thing. He's coming back. I think, though, you're also on the wrong thing right now. You're on the spread. It's not the pick'em.
This is the pick'em.
Me? I did not update. Hold on. I apologize for my outburst. There we go. Sorry. There we go.
That boy blind.
No, it didn't update for me. Shut up. But yeah, Saints gonna win. Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury. They always start slow. And if you can run the ball to Kamara, again, almost 100 yards. We had 200 yards of rushing. They can't stop the run. Let's run the ball. Let's make the game fast. Let's score touchdowns, not field goals. Saints gonna win this game.
I'm rolling with the Saints as well. I feel like I don't trust Kyler. I know D-Hop is back, his first game back, but I don't know. Does that magically turn the tide for the Cardinals' future? I got to see it to believe it. Kyler is looking like a shell of himself. I'm pretty sure he got an early release of COD, so for me, he's been on that all week. So I'm gonna have to go with the Saints. And plus, like, he's lost some of that. Like, he rushes a lot. He had like 10 carries for 100 yards last week on the ground. The Saints are a pretty good run defensive team. So like, that's Cam Jordan's gonna eat, I think. And with Hollywood Brown being out, I know they signed Robbie Anderson. Fucking called it, by the way. I just think that I'm leaning with Jameis. I think if Jameis is there or Andy is there, honestly, get the ball to Olave, run the ball with AK, and you guys could win that game. So I'm gonna roll with the Saints.
I was getting a little nervous there because you was pointing out all the reasons why the Cardinals were gonna win, but then you added why the Saints were gonna win. I think specifically for the reasons that you stated that the Cardinals are gonna win. Sorry, Natural. D Hop is back. Their run game isn't there, but I mean, despite that, I mean, as long as they can move the chains, which Saints defense is prone to allowing at times, um, I think it could be a high scoring game. And if it comes down to that, then I mean, it goes back to the coaching and what you guys do in terms of kicking field goals or not kicking field goals and stuff like that. So, um, I think the Cardinals are going to win because they're at home. That's probably going to be the difference maker. And D-Hop.
Okay. Now we got the Sunday games. I gotta grab the jersey.
The jersey let you down last week, bro.
Yo, shut up, all right? My team record better than yours, but my team record better than mine, so I can't talk too much. Yo, Ravens, Browns. Of course, I'm rolling on my Ravens. Mark Andrews on the injury report this week. That's not a good sign. That is not good. It's not good. Lamar Jackson's on the injury report as well. And Rashad Bateman's still the lingering foot. But I think this is going to be an ugly game in terms of like us running the ball. Both teams running the ball very well. I'm pretty sure Lamar's going to play because if he's there, if he's available, he's going to play. If he can't do it, then it's obviously a serious injury. So I think he's going to play. I think even if like Jacoby Brissett is gonna fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I ain't too worried. Now if they run the ball like 30 times with Nick Chubb, I'm like, fuck, like that's annoying. But like, I think because I'm looking for him to have a bounce back game as well because the Patriots shut him down. They shut him shit. It was nothing last week. So I think we try our best a little bit of the same. We are very poor against the run, but we had a pretty good showing last week against Saquon. Nick Chubb was right there as well as one of the top in the league this season. So it's gonna be close, I think, because division rivals. But we pull out because we got the GOAT kicker. You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah. It was flat, maybe.
Not the jersey sniff.
When's the last time you watched that shit, bro?
Yo, what?
He said the last Super Bowl.
It's like that's that good stuff. You said all the reasons why I'm picking the Ravens as well. It comes down to the GOAT kicker versus a rookie. I think both teams are actually evenly matched. Both coming from poor showings. The defense for the Ravens is slightly better than the Browns, but it's not saying much. Like, guys aren't that good. Like, overall, we got a lot of people hurt. Like talking about Saints being hurt, Ravens are also a lot of people on the injury report as well. I think it all just comes down to Lamar Jackson versus Jacoby Brissett and having a better kicker. You have a better coach, better kicker, better quarterback. With all that said, I think like it leads to a better chance of victory. But you guys, and we'll talk about the spreads later. But you guys are favored by 6.5. There's no way you guys are throwing it out. That game is staying close. Not more reason because it's division rival, but like y'all have an ability. You always do this. Y'all play good for the first 3 quarters, and then something happens and y'all make the game closer than it should be. So, Ravens favored by 6.5. I do not like that at all. I'm gonna talk about that in the next segment. But man, you gotta start putting teams away when you can. Because, but yeah, so go Ravens, work. But 6.5. Hey. What you thinking, Matt?
I mean, I got the Ravens too. I mean, just based off the fact that y'all win one, y'all lose one, and then y'all win one again. So you keep that record, that pattern going, then y'all should win this game. But I mean, despite that, like, I mean, the Browns, they're not that good. Like, if they do run the ball, then they'll make it closer than what it is. But overall, I feel like the Ravens just know how to play better football. The only problem is they just have no receivers. So it's like, especially when I was watching the last game, It's not that they don't have receivers; it's the receivers are not making plays, which is a common theme in Baltimore. But despite that, if Mark Andrews plays, hopefully, you got Mr. Reliable in there to move the chains, and it'll pain me to watch Kenyon Drake carve up, but yeah, I need him right now because he's the only one running the ball. Hopefully Dobbins plays, but yeah, I got the Ravens. I just know how to play better football.
Yeah. Here's the thing too is that like Kenyon Drake was a welcomed addition. I don't know what's going on with J.K. Dobbins. Did he get benched? It's kind of one of those weirdest situations. But hey, I don't think Renell cares as long as you win games. Whoever's just running back, whoever wins gets the carries. It gets the carries. Next game. Next game was that true? Yeah, Bucks at Panthers. Renell called it. Robbie Anderson got traded. And smoking that big pack. He was hurt. So he can't even smoke his pack because he's hurt.
Wait. I'm sorry to cut you off. Before we even get into any of that, did y'all hear about the supposed trade speculation?
Oh, was CMC going to Chiefs?
Yes. So apparently, the Chiefs cleared up their cap space by giving Kelsey his signing bonus this year, which clears cap space for them to add an additional player. And now that's opening a speculation for a trade to him going to the Chiefs. It's funny, though, because I spoke about it yesterday to Jason, or I think it was on Monday. And I was like, yeah, it's a real possibility he could go to the Chiefs. And if that happens, it's basically the fifth Infinity. It's the Infinity Stones. GG's. That's all I gotta say about that.
Nah, that's OD. I saw that they did the cap thing for Odell potentially.
I mean, that could be like a backup, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if because they regardless of the fact they have to add a player for them to be like legit contenders, like they have weaknesses in their wide receiving core. So like I can see that happening, but if they get Christian McCaffrey, that's a wide receiver and a running back. So it's like,
yeah. Moving on. Why is that my echo? Is that me?
I don't think it
could be me. It's probably my. I don't know.
Well, cool beans. Yo. So speaking of the Panthers, Bucks at the Panthers, I'm pretty sure everyone in America is gonna unless you're a Panthers fan, are gonna roll with the Bucks in this. Tom Brady needs some redemption because he's honestly he's not playing at the level that we all expected them to be. They got Mike Evans, they got Godwin. Like I know Julio was injured, but the real receiving core is Godwin and Evans. Like those two are healthy, Lenny's healthy. Like there's no reason for why. I know their offensive line is in shambles with the injuries, but like ain't no way y'all playing this bad. So I think this is a tune-up game, a get-right game, and they spanked the dog shit out the Panthers. Would I put them at the 10.5 that they going at? I don't know, probably not because I'm pussy. But nah, yeah. So give me the Bucks. That's easy.
Go Bucks as well. We talked about it last week, and you almost had the conviction to pick the Panthers because typically teams who fire their coach mid-season, they galvanize around a new guy, they make it happen. But it all comes down to quarterback play. And I'm picking the Bucks, but that spread of 10.5 looking a little spicy. I might have to indulge in that because I think the Panthers keep things close every single game. Now, do they pull out? Pause? No, but
it is. It's different.
But I think that they at the end of the day they keep it close enough, and they have a defense that similar to the Steelers can make Tom Brady really upset. They can make Tom Brady really uncomfortable. I've said this for weeks. Tom Brady, so I'm off about that, man. But I've been saying it. I might be a lone person on that island. I'm not saying he fall off the cliff. I'm not saying he's fall off the cliff. I'm just saying there's a compounding of bad offensive line, middling. I fuck Mike Evans, and just he's old, so he doesn't like to get hurt. Doesn't like to get hit. So a whole lot of factors. But go Bucks, I guess.
Right. Nah, yeah, I got Bucks too. We already know the Bucks are gonna win. In reality, I think what Tom is doing is like just like being with all the injuries and all of that. They're just trying to find the best possible solution to like tread water until like they get fully healthy, because like their schedule coming up is like probably gonna be one of the roughest schedules. They play the Ravens, the Rams, Seahawks, Browns, Saints, 49ers, Bengals, Cardinals, Panthers, Falcons. So with all that being said, I feel like Tommy Boy, he has to nail down the easy dub. So like you feel me? This is an easy dub game. Um, be it like he's in probably one of the weaker divisions, it's still close. You feel me? No offense, Natural. But yeah, still got a chance. Yeah, still got a chance. So I say all of that to say this week is easily the Bucks, but Tommy Boy got to tread water for a couple of weeks until he get his key receivers and line back.
All right. Speaking of key receivers, the Bengals, man, them Bengals is Jamar Chase had a nice little opener, like a nice eye opener. Like, I'm still him, I ain't just have a rookie fever, I'm still him. He had a little bit of a wall the last couple of weeks, but the Saints tried their best, but they didn't succeed. Does the Falcons have a better chance? No, they don't. AJ Terrell, I know it's like rematch of the 2019 championship game, but in that game, Chase was he was eating. So I'm going with the Bengals. I don't like it. I hate it, but I gotta go with the Bengals because I just think they're gonna win, and they're at home too. And the only way I see the Falcons winning is if they kind of do what they did last week. They play good defense. They call some turnovers, and they run the damn ball a lot. So if that's recipe for success, shit, do it. Secretly rooting for the Falcons, but I really think the Bengals are gonna win this game.
I'm not. Fuck the Falcons. But nah, let's be objective here. Let's be objective. I think the Bengals are gonna win, but there is a blueprint to beating the Bengals, and the Saints showed it last week. They can't stop the run. The Bengals can't stop the run to save their lives, and the Falcons are probably the best running team on the top of my head right now. Probably Philly, and then them. Like they can't stop the run. Like they just can't. So Marcus Mariota, if the Falcons do win this game, it will come down to this: less passing attempts for Mariota, more rushing attempts for Mariota, and hopefully I don't know what's going on with Cordero. Did he get hurt? He's on IR. See, they didn't even know that. But Kyle Pitts had a nice showing. Finally had a touchdown grab this season. He was about to get dropped on one of my fantasy leagues, but luckily he caught that touchdown, so he's safe for now. Maybe it's kind of like a shooter, you need to see one go in and then the streak starts. But they can run the ball on almost anybody. The Niners were hurt to shit last week. The Bengals, they still can't stop the run. So give me the Bengals because of Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and I mean, yeah, this might be the time for Joe Mixon to show up, maybe. That would be nice. That would be nice, but who knows?
Yeah, I got the Bengals literally for every reason I stated above. All I got to say is go T. Higgins. Right.
Okay, so we have one little slip up, but we looking some continuity here. We are friends. You know what I'm saying?
And a slip up, man. It's gonna happen.
Oh my god! So Lions at the Cowboys. Yo, Matt, talk to me. I know Dak is back. First game back from the thumb.
Lions at the Cowboys. Damn. Honestly, I didn't really look into this game that much. So just over like knowing football, I'd probably say the Cowboys if Dak is like good with his hand to throw, like they have the defense, they have somewhat of a running game. Like they know how to like they're better now. It's more fluid. Like I feel like they adjusted to their positions, their roles now. And then they still got receivers. So like as much as I hate to say the Cowboys, fuck the Cowboys, fuck the Cowboys, man. But they gonna win this week. Um, but if the Lions run it up on the score, because the Cowboys haven't shown that they could run it up on the score. So if the Lions run it up on the score, that could be the upset of the week. But I think the Cowboys defense could hold it down.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. We all agree. And plus they're home, they're gonna hype it up because Dak is back. First game back in like a month and some change. Like,
I think they're just gonna run the ball heavy, like in the first half. Like, feel me?
Yeah. That boy Swift though. That boy Swift back though. So we're gonna see.
I'm saying. So we
gonna see. Yeah, they Cowboys run defense is ass. So I do look to see Swift and Jamal Williams get involved early. But at the end, I think Dak the difference between Dak and Cooper Rush is going to show because he's going to make those special plays. I don't want to say special plays, but he's going to make those key plays and key moments, and they're going to win the game because of that. All right, the Giants fan in the spot. Y'all played a good couple weeks back to back. Upset the Packers, upset my Ravens. We got a cardiac kids. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna slip up. Will it be this week against the Jaguars?
You see, I don't like the hate that you've been spewing from week to week because you've been waiting on the downfall and it hasn't come. You've been saying like this the week against my Ravens, and we also what happened last week.
Yeah.
Word. Let me talk about my team real quick, man. Hold up. So we had Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? It's the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna lie. I'll keep it a stack with you though. They have a better defense. They have a better run game because they got the ETN and Robinson. But you know who they also have? They got motherfucking Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, you gonna say
you know what that means? All fucking day. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no chains moved unless they running the ball. Because our defense has shown, shaky a little sometimes on the run. But despite all of that, if we get to that quarterback, best believe there's gonna be fumbles, it's gonna be sacks, it's gonna be a nightmare. Like it's really gonna be a Lawrence nightmare. You feel me? At home, it's gonna be boos at the crib, and we're gonna be 6-1. You know what I'm saying? And this is me being realistic. This is not even me being a Giants fan. This is me being really realistic. You feel me? Because we be gelling with the running. And we gelling with the offense, with the Danny Dimes, he dunking and diming to the tight ends, and my man Richie James, who kept hitting them slant routes. And you feel me? So with all of those pieces put into play, and then we got Baquan. You know what I'm saying? That's just going finger roll into the end zone three times probably. We'll just say one to be modest. But yeah, it's gonna be a Giants. It's gonna be a Giants one. Safe to say.
All right. So Renell is the resident New York hater.
No,
you are. This is the second week in a row.
We're gonna save it for last.
Second week in a row.
So let me talk about the game on both sides because you got a situation where it's strength against strength. Jaguars can stop the run. Giants want to run the ball. Giants pass attack isn't necessarily the best. Jaguars pass defense isn't necessarily the best. So it's like a who's gonna bend first or break first. Then on the other side, you got Trevor Lawrence, the prince that was promised, but who's also just been gross. their passing attack can't get anything done, and I don't know what's been going on. Conversely, they can run the ball, and the Giants gave up like 200 yards rushing last week. All that said, it's like a strength versus strength. Weakness is like Pokemon. Matchups matter. But at the end of the day, New York, stand up. New York, stand up. Let's go, Giants. 6-1.
I also want to add one thing to your point as well. I feel like the coaching makes a huge difference, and like Jacksonville got a better coaching. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Obviously, anything is better, a step up from last year. But you feel me? Like the Giants coach a step up, bro. Like you could tell, bro. Even against the Ravens, it was like, nah, like you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna make y'all make plays type vibe. And you know, the defense stepped up, bro. So my fault. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I also wanted to add that point, bro. Because yeah, bro, that also is gonna be a key factor. Like I think he's good with like late game situation coaching.
I don't know.
I just want to hear what Shabazz has to say.
I don't know why I'm just labeled as a New York hater. I literally rooted for the Jets to win a couple of times already.
Nah, bro, we talking about the
Giants. For the Giants? No, it's not at all.
Right
it's not. That's not true. Realistically, the cardiac kids, man. I think their strength is if we play Fortnite and I take y'all kills and y'all be like, y'all play with your food. Teams play with their food when they play the Giants, and then the Giants come back like, oh yeah, we eat some in this bitch. And they get that extra confidence. That Zenkai boost go crazy. I think it continues. New York stand up. Word. The Jaguars are a pretty good first half team, but they gonna slip up eventually. So, and as a person in the AFC, I would like to see other AFC teams lose, just in case. So let's go Giants. Word.
Hey, I was hoping you ain't say Jacksonville, man. I would have put a fracture in the relationship.
Oh man, speaking of fractures in relationships, my relationship with Jonathan Taylor is a little shaky right now. He's a little injured, but that King Henry, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That boy, he's rested off a bye week. The defense is playing well, but Matt Ryan, he did some things last week. And I'm not just saying he's cooked, but like you can't argue with almost 400 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, bro.
Almost 400. They got Pittman.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I got Pittman on my fantasy team too, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. My boy Gitz was like, if I tell you my team, can you tell me trades to make? Talk
1-5 trying to salvage your season. I like it.
Tell me your team, man. Tell me your team, brother, man. But back to the game. I'm rolling with the Colts, man. I feel like I just want them. I want them to be successful. I want Derrick Henry to go ape shit. Believe that. But I think at the end, Ryan Tannehill is limited, and we're gonna see him make a couple mistakes, and that's why the Colts win the game.
I disagree. Because of one man. Oh, Henry. King Henry. The Colts can't stop the run. The Colts cannot stop the run. What does a team like the Titans do best? Run the ball. That literally is like matchup versus matchup nightmare. And Matt Ryan, that was a blip. Fuck Matt Ryan. He's whatever. Yeah, all right. But he cooked. Get the boy out of there. Get him out of there. Give me the Titans to win, bro. There's no reason why the Colts should have 3 wins. Literally, each of their 3 wins came off of just bullshit. Like, two of the last 2 wins. Literally, the Broncos handed the game away. They didn't want to win, and the Jaguars literally handed the game away. They didn't want to win. Like Titans, they need this win. I also have them win the AFC South, and if they sweep the Colts, that actually would be great in terms of like doing it, like distancing themselves. So a little bit biased, but I also just think that the Colts can't stop the run and the Titans run the ball the best. or one of the best teams in running the ball. So Kick Henry probably like 2 tutties on the ground. Feel me? And yeah, but let's look at Gits' team.
Hey, can Matt go first, my boy?
You right? My bad.
Damn, like
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna say much that much. But one thing though that I'll point out is, like, Matt Ryan almost had 400 yards last week. But like, I feel like that proves like it's not the receivers, it's not anything like what they really need is to get a well balanced offense. So like, they haven't had a solid run game since the season started, and it's looking like it might not happen again this week. So I feel like, honestly, as crazy as this sounds, and I know I'm gonna be wrong on this, I literally feel like these teams might draw. Only because the nightmare on both sides can pose a threat if both sides is clicking. So like I said, I know I'm most likely gonna be wrong because the draw is very rare. But like, the Colts is one of those teams where it's like you don't know if they're literally just gonna be dog shit or if they're just gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? And last week they turned up. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they keep that same if they literally, he passed the ball to Michael Pittman at least 10 times before the third quarter. You feel me? So Michael Pittman's a dog, bro. All he needs is about 6 or 7 of those touches, and he's gonna take it for 90 yards. So with all that being said, I think it's gonna be a draw. Crazy as it sounds, it would take a lot of back and forth for that to happen, though.
all right. So Gits, my man says he's a 12-man, 0.75 PPR league. He has Dak, Baquan, Kenneth Walker, Cooper Kupp, Diggs, Godwin, Schultz, Myers. That's a good starting lineup, not gonna lie, my boy. Bench is London, Mikael Mayers. Bench is London, Jahan Dotson, Bateman, McKissick, and White. You definitely gotta release McKissick. He is not doing anything this year. But I feel
down. He's not doing nothing.
well, he's not doing okay. He's not producing.
He's better than half the league's running backs. Let's put it like that.
True. All right, so you got Dak, right? Dak was out for like 6 weeks. He's back now, and they play the Lions, who have the worst defense in the league. So I expect him to throw a couple tutties and 300 yards. Baquan is Baquan. Kenneth Walker had a good showing this week, and they play the Chargers, who are horrible against the run. Cooper Kupp's on the bye, unfortunately. I would not trade Kupp. I would not trade Diggs. If you could trade Godwin, pair that with someone else to get another running back, because you need some running back depth, my boy. I would do that. Schultz is better with Dak. So I think he's gonna they're like it's like the Julio. Oh no, Julio can play with anybody, but prime Julio. But like, who's a tight like Mark Andrews and Lamar? Like that's like a pairing, Kelsey and Mahomes. Like Dak and Schultz. Like that's a marriage right there. They go crazy. And then my son Mikael Mayers, you know what I'm saying? Good kicker. Seattle likes to settle for 3. Like to settle for 3 a lot. So that's easy points right there. And then I like your bench. I like Jake London. He had a good couple showings. He hasn't done much because they don't pass the ball a lot anymore. But I hope that changes. Jahan Dotson's injured, but when he comes back, he is the touchdown threat. Bateman's coming back off the foot. And then White, I'm pretty sure you're talking about the White that's on the Bucks, the backup to Lenny. And then McKissick. So I try to trade Godwin. I don't know. You need some more running back depth, in my opinion. But it's hard to get a star. Because, people in fantasy, people are stingy. Not gonna lie. So I don't know. That's a tough finesse, my boy. What about y'all? What y'all jacking?
I mean, yeah, I don't really know what his league is looking like, but his team seems solid. It really just depends. Well, 12-man league, and to have players like that, like, yeah, you could probably finesse a trade here and there, but like, you pretty much got like in every category, you got at least one of the top dogs. Wide receiver, you got 2 of the top dogs. So
yeah.
Pretty
like
solid.
that 12-man part retweet because it's like, damn, like you were able to finesse that much and you still got those great players. It's just one of the situations like probably just bad breaks. Or like Cooper Cup didn't do much last week. We probably needed him to have like his usual showing, right? Saquon didn't do much a lot last week. He scored a touchdown, but he didn't have like a Saquon game. Dak has been hurt. So it's like you just got hurt with bad luck, kind of, with injuries. But hopefully, I don't think you have to do much, actually. I think you'll be fine. But I think that Renell, what Shabazz said, though, is that running back depth, though, because you have. Nice.
Ooh, nice. Traded Montgomery and Brown. That's what? Nah. You finesse. You
So what
finesse.
league you in, bro? Like I'm trying to join that league next year.
Let me get that lead so we can.
Montgomery and Brown. Wait, AJ Brown or Marquise Brown? If we take AJ Brown, that's still finesse because Diggs is playing lights out right now. So, and he's on the bye, so he's gonna be rested long stretch every single week after this. You're gonna be Gucci, bro. I think
Godwin, McKissick, if you could try to finesse a trade with that to get another like a top 5, top 10-ish running back. For the case of buys, you'll be fine. But I think you're gonna be good. Don't quit because you're 1-5. This is where you make your stand, man. My soldiers ride, my soldiers fly. Hold on.
Moving on. Speaking of my soldiers, oh my God, crying nephew in the spot. I'm so sorry, guys. I will mute myself after I make my pick. Packers at Commanders is an easy Packers win. They have to simplify the offense. Their offense is being offensive. Run the damn ball. You can't run it 20 times and expect to win when you have AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. Run the ball. Play action. Get the rookies. I know Watson hurt, but get Romeo Dobbs involved. It's simple. And the Commanders is trashed. Without Carson Wentz, I know Brian Robinson. We're all fans of Brian Robinson. We're all fans of Terry McLaurin. But, yo, the formula is there. Just fucking math. Do some math, y'all. Let's go Packers, man. Fuck both teams, but let's go Packers.
If I had it my way, I'd say Commanders, to be honest, because fuck the Packers. But I think when Shabazz said it best, Packers should win this game if they simplify the offense and run the ball. The Commanders can't stop the run, but neither can the Packers. The Packers also gave up a buck something to the Jets. Now, the Jets are a sneaky team. They're frisky. Sorry. Shout out to Kevin Wilds. It's frisky. But at the end of the day, it's Aaron Rodgers versus Taylor Heineke. Taylor Port Heineke. So I like him. I like him better than Wentz, but it's not much of a better upgrade. So I think Terry McLaurin might get some touchdowns now because they actually have like a good chemistry. But I think Aaron Rodgers with the ball in his hands, like give me the Packers, man. For no other reason but blind loyalty to his legacy.
Yeah, I agree with y'all, man. Commanders stink, bro. Like they are bad to watch. I mean, I don't know if it's just a Carson Wentz thing because, like, in reality, I actually like Taylor Heineke. They're more excited to watch with him, so it kind of gives them more of a chance. But yeah, they're playing the Packers. GG's.
Wow. Jets at the Broncos. Look how far we've come. Everyone in the beginning of the season, literally, no. Now I gotta talk about it because now I'm in my fucking bag. So I was like, I saw as when the schedule dropped, I was like, there's 9 wins for the Jets. There are 9 wins there, and y'all all laughed at me. Y'all laughed. You and that you laughed at me. And it was like, no. The Moosey was like, yeah, in fact, but Moosey's a delusional Jets fan, and Jason was like, it's possible, but you never know. It's the Jets, like whatever. He's realistic. So they're 4 wins in, and they're about to get a 5th. Let's go Jets. Fuck the Broncos.
Can I respond to that? Can I respond to that? I'm sorry to ruin your parade, but you want to hear the next games for the Jets? What's the record right now? 4-2. Okay, 4-2. So they play the Broncos, right? I got the Jets winning this game because the Broncos are ass. But so let's say they're 5-2. Their next games are the Patriots, the Bills, the Patriots, the Bears, the Vikings, the Bills, the Lions, the Jags, the Seahawks, and then they ended with the Dolphins. So out of that, you think they're gonna win 4 games? I think they're going 2. I think they're going 2-3. Lions, maybe.
Lions, maybe.
And they probably might get one against the Seahawks.
No,
maybe.
Patriots, what's up?
Maybe. All these games are babies, though. All these games are babies. Bro, hey, I'm still standing on what I stand on. You feel me? The Jets is dog. You feel me? If anybody is going to show their true colors and be the cardiac kids, it's the Jets. What are you talking about? And yeah, I stand on being a hater. I don't care. It's just what it is.
Well, Wax Zosin in the spot.
I'm not hiding from it.
All right.
I do have the Jets winning this week, though. That's crazy.
I think this is going to be like the worst game of the weekend. I think the offense will be offensive for both teams because obviously Russell Wilson. Wait, where's my thing at? I have it here. We're smoking on that Hackett package. The Hackett package. Until he is fired, it's fade Broncos. The Hackett package. And I think the Jets, the Cinderella story continues, but like it's gonna be ugly as shit. Like the Broncos defense, like as much as I'm giving shit to Nathaniel Hackett on that offense, the Broncos defense has only allowed 6 touchdowns all season.
Facts.
Like, that's pretty impressive considering they played the Chargers, the Raiders. Yeah, they played some other teams, the Colts, etc. But they hold it down. They hold it down to, like offensively, defensively wise. And I just don't think the Broncos can score on that Jets defense. Sauce Gardner. Sauce got the sauce. You don't got the juice, you got the sauce. But yeah, let's go Jets.
Body shake and move. Hold on.
New York, stand up. Hold on.
New York, stand up. Oh,
another good weekend for New York.
Oh,
yeah. Yankees also bottom of the 4th. Let's get right.
Go Yankees, man. Go Yankees. Let's go Yankees, man.
Anyway, Dolphins at Raiders. Raiders coming off a bye. Texans coming off a bye. Texans just fired their executive vice president for whatever reasons because he was trash. I actually think this is the week that the Raiders turn up and the Raiders get back to their winning ways. They had that game against the Chiefs once. They had it won, but Derek Carr, he didn't necessarily lose that game because they actually did a pretty low game. But that defense can't stop Kansas City. But not a lot of defenses can stop Kansas City. The Texans don't have the offensive firepower as Kansas City, especially like in terms of throwing the ball. Like that Brandon Cooks, but that's it. If this was like a running matchup, then maybe. But the Raiders are decent against the run. So give me the Raiders to get back into the winning column.
I'm going with the Raiders as well. The Raiders, Oakland Raiders, formerly known as the Gruden Grinder Raiders, Las Vegas, whatever. Let's go Raiders. I feel like Devontae's about to go ape shit. Like I feel like he's about to go for like 150 and 2 touchdowns. Like I'm on that type of time. I don't know. I just feel it in my spirit. So, and my son Josh Jacobs, I've been playing well this season. So, I expect him to have a good 100 yards as well. So, Derek Carr, I got you in some of my teams. I'm gonna need you to hold it down for me because some of my leagues on 1 and 5. You know what I'm saying? 2 and 3, 2. Like hold it down. That's it, man. Why?
Yeah, I got the Raiders, but I'll say this though. Derek Carr is mid, and I'm standing on it. I've been standing on it. That's all.
That is all. All right. Speaking of not mid, you know what I'm saying? 2 good quarterbacks this season. Top 5 in my opinion, and Justin Herbert. You know what I'm saying? There was a horrible offensive showing they played against the Broncos, but they played Seattle. I think the Broncos defense is one of the top 5, top 3 in the league. So you don't got to worry about not throwing 58 touchdowns and not scoring a single touchdown pass. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I think they redeemed themselves. I think if Keenan Allen plays, it's going to be a blowout.
He ain't playing.
He's not playing because he got the bye.
He ain't playing this week. He going to go back after the bye, and he'll play after.
Wait, Give me the Chargers, man. Give me them Chargers, man. Stop playing.
I agree. The Seahawks can't stop nobody. They stopped Kyler Murray, but that's not hard to do because Cliff Kingsbury. Uh, they also have like a trajectory of like win one, lose one as well. Or in this case, it's the opposite: lose and win, lose and win. So yeah, Seattle, they can score, they can score, but can they stop Justin Herbert from scoring is the issue. But shout out to the corner, Tariq Woodley. He doing his thing out there. I'm watching. I'm paying, keeping tabs on. He's doing his thing. But I think the Chargers have Austin Eckler and Mike Williams and etc. So if they had Keenan Allen, which I would love if they did, yes, I would feel more confident in my pick. But I think the Chargers still win regardless.
I agree. And I will add this one thing. The Chargers are also mid, but as a team, they're mid. Not saying that the star players are mid, obviously, because they have star players that like overpower the weaknesses on the lines on both sides of the ball. But that makes it overall a mid team because of they're exposed there. They can't protect Joe Herbert, nor can they stop the run at times. So it's like, damn, bro, like what's it gonna be? But they not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be that much of a problem against the Seahawks because the Seahawks got their own problems that they dealing with. But I don't know. Gino balls out. Who knows?
Gino for MVP.
Go quarterback. Joe Herbert. Word.
Justin. His name is Justin. You know that, right?
Joe, whatever. At this point, he borderline about to get traded.
Wow, that's crazy.
Borderline.
Borderline is crazy. But speaking of not crazy, Patrick Mahomes, redemption song, no analysis required. That's not. I'm lying. 49ers is injured out the ass. The fucking Chiefs are healthy, and they're probably mad because they lost that game because of Patrick Mahomes. So I think he goes 8-hit, 4 tutties, 300 yards, like on some shit. Like, yo, I must have forgot. So I'm rolling with the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs as well. He kind of said everything I wanted to say.
You got the Chiefs, but you got a comment in there, and that's an easy yes. I ain't even gonna lie. I saw it. It said trade Debo and AJ Brown for Jennings and Alvin Kamara. That's a yes. That's a green. That's a gold. That's a green light.
That's a green light. For sure, yeah. Jay Jetson, Alvin, top 3 fantasy running back, top 2, in my opinion, non-2 receiver. You know what I'm saying? All right, go crazy then. Fact.
Like the production is there on both sides of the trade. You feel me? So it's like if you keep the players you got, like you just have to rely on Debo being that utility tool that he was last year, which at this point is kind of not looking like it. But who knows what it's looking like at the end of the year. But you already know fucking Justin Jefferson is a lock. Kamara, he's back and healthy. So, and they need him now more than ever. So he's gonna get the receptions. He's gonna get the rushing yards and all that. So I say, yeah.
Fact.
You also got another question.
Debo and I got your Truist, relax, bro. You have to put the same question twice, my brother in faith. Relax. Do he does Debo for Godwin and Waddle? That depends. That does depend because Waddle with Tua is elite. I love that. Tua's back now, so I expect the production for Waddle to get better. Godwin is the question mark here. Because if he says sorry, it's all good. I don't know. Godwin has not had a good game yet. Now, do I expect that to happen the whole season? No, because I think he's a very, very good wide receiver. But it's just Tom Brady and him. They just not the math not mathing for him right now. You got the Beyonce wide receiver one. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on this.
Hey man, Nah, that's tough. That's definitely like it's an even trade. Because it really just depends on like Godwin staying healthy. Waddle has injury issues a little bit too. Just that whole Miami team be having injury issues. So and Debo too has injury issues. So I don't know. Overall, it seems like a 2-for-1 is never a bad thing. Production wise, you just gotta hope and pray Debo doesn't turn into a utility knife like he did last year and in the end of the playoffs. So yeah, that's a tough one though, brother. It's tougher than the first one because the difference maker is like Justin Jefferson and Alvin Kamara. They're like the go-to guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing moves without those two guys. Whereas Godwin, Waddle, like, you know what I'm saying? Like their teams are used to them not being in the offense. So like they have to form like game plans around them and stuff like that. So hopefully that helps though, bro.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's it trade is definitely weird. Because I love Debo. My favorite players. He's on offense. It's one of those things where like Waddle's getting getting more comfortable with Brady. So, but before that though, yo, Truist, you gotta like you subscribe to the Twitch. You just gotta like subscribe to the YouTube channel. So same name, SHABAZZTV. Put it on YouTube. You gotta subscribe. Tell friends. Tell their friends. But speaking of Debo, Debo could go off against the Chiefs, but nah, let's go Chiefs. Word.
Yeah, it's the Chiefs, man. Like especially if they get Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, that ain't gonna happen this week, but crazy, bro. The Chiefs is just out here. They the new Patriots.
Definitely the new Patriots. All right, Sunday night, a trash Sunday night. I gotcha. Appreciate you, my brother. My brother in favor. Appreciate you. Steelers at the Dolphins. You know how I feel. I love Mike Tomlin, but it's fuck Steelers on this side. But no. For real. Give me the Dolphins for two reasons. One, because they're at home. And it's hot as shit in Miami. They have an unfair home advantage. Like that is like that's actually a thing. Like that's crazy. That's one. And two, I said two. I said two.
I was about to say, did you mean to put two up? Like, I respect it though.
That's the second reason. That's the second because two was back. The emotional, like, he was out. He had a nasty injury. Week 4 was whenever they played the Bengals. He comes back. That means Waddle produces better, and Hill produces better, and Gesicki. All the offenses clicks better when two was back. So for me. Or the ugliest gritty that you ever saw. He said he's gonna pack it up though for me, so I hope he does. And I don't know who. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Mitch Trubisky. Mitch, I'm not a bitch Trubisky starting. That's not good for business either. That's not good either. So for me, I'm going with the Dolphins. It might be ugly because Steelers always keep it competitive, especially Mike Tomlin, great coach. But at the end, give me the Dolphins.
My thing can't update for some reason. But if you can, give me the Steelers. Word.
Alert.
Give me the Steelers.
Okay.
I said this yesterday, like I mentioned it briefly, that the Dolphins have like Steelers and them go back and forth for years now. It's always a close game. It's like they're division rivals for some reason. But it comes down to Mitch Trubisky. He's not better than Tua. We all can agree on that. But I think the defense they got that L from the Bills out there. Like they're like, we can actually do this, And Tua coming back actually is the reason why I'm picking the Steelers. I until proven otherwise, Tua still is a question mark. So give me the Steelers to win outright.
Yeah, I don't think Tua is that much of a question mark as he was last year. I just feel like that concussion stuff definitely just, put a pause on everything for now. But like, I'd say give it a week or two and show better improvements. So he will definitely be rusty. But the Steelers are just down bad right now. So I got the Dolphins. But I just got a question for y'all. Do y'all think they're gonna fire Mike Tomlin?
Nah, I don't think because I don't think this is his fault. I feel like injuries happen. Like when you lose
I
TJ
mean,
Watt,
the quarterback choice,
that's
like
his fault.
they didn't have to go get Trubisky. You know what I'm saying? I think it wasn't like many options, but like
I don't know. They
I don't know,
could have got
Kenny Pickett.
they could have got Watson. They could have. Honestly, they could have tried.
They still would have been, in the same
Could have
predicament.
traded for Jimmy G. I feel like Jimmy G with those weapons would have been actually pretty interesting.
But like that's why I asked that question though, because it's like, they always gonna try to figure out a way to blame it on the head coach.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I hope, you know what I'm saying, a brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry.
Waterbed asks, should he trade Amon Ra for ETN? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's like that just the kid dude from TikTok. Like, nope, absolutely not. Keep Amon Ra. He is a budding superstar in this league. And ETN, he's still a part of that crowded backfield in Jacksonville.
And he's inconsistent as shit.
So you gotta ride the wave of Amon Ra, the sun god himself. Right.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, because NTN is very inconsistent. 1 week he'll do good, and then for 2 weeks he does nothing, and then I gotta see more. If he was more consistent, like last week when he went off, I would maybe lean towards making a trade if you need the running back depth. But I don't know. Part of me is like, nah, I trust Amon-Ra because what have you done for me lately is a big thing. He was on a bye last week, and then the week before he didn't do shit against the Patriots, but that's the Patriots. Patriots rarely have a good defense, so I don't know. And Jared Goff is Jared awful, so Matt, you already know how Matt feels about him. So it's I don't know, but I would keep it for now. But if it's like a couple weeks down the line, maybe consider it. Maybe.
Well, speaking of Patriots,
Patriots, look at your
Zappy Hour versus Chicago.
I think Matt Jones is starting.
No. If Mac Jones is starting, give me the Bears.
Nah, I'd see. You say the Bears.
If Mac Jones is starting, give me the Bears. Like, literally, if it all comes, stream, chat, everybody. If Mac Jones is starting, give me Chicago. If it's Bailey Zappi, give me the Patriots. It's that simple. I hate to be like conditional pick kind of thing, but screw it. It's my pick. It's our show. So fuck it. Mac Jones is not that guy. Mac Jones got elevated to a status that he's not a part of yet. Bailey Zappi's just happy to be there, and he's playing within himself. He's utilizing the team aspect, not an I aspect. So with all that said, give me the Bears if it's Mac Jones. I doubt it is. I doubt it. But if it is, nah.
The echo goes crazy because it's static. We don't know what's going on with that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. But I guess I'm going with the Patriots regardless of the quarterback. I feel like the Bears' offensive line is trash. Matt Judon, let's see a lot of this. A lot of that. So they even might get a freaking defensive touchdown. So part of me is like, even if Bailey, I would love for Zappi to start. I think he's better than Mac Jones at this moment in time, but it doesn't really matter because even though they're gonna run the ball, play good defense, and just make it an ugly game, and then go home with a dub. Oh, stay home because they're home and go back to the crib with a W. So give me the Patriots.
Oh, so I mean, regardless of who it is, the Patriots are gonna win because they have a better defense and legitimate run game now. I think Stevenson is actually better than Harris, so I think even when Harris comes back, I still think they might rock with Stevenson. Yeah. So it doesn't even matter who the quarterback is. Stat alone is a dub, and the Bears stink.
Man,
Damn, that's how you feel,
Hey,
though?
we got one more thing before we change the stand.
What?
The lock in.
Oh yeah, facts.
Instead of doing 3 this week, we're also going to do 1 for the sake of time. But each of us are going to give a player or a person or a personnel group or whatever, a coach, anybody that has to lock the fuck in before we tweak out. So, Matt, honorable guest, if you want to go first or you want to go last, pick one.
I'm gonna go first.
All right.
So we
So,
gotta give one for
who
each
needs to lock in
game
before we tweak out?
Nah,
for the
just
first game.
for the whole week.
Anybody.
Oh, all right. So I'll go last because I thought we was going game by game.
Nah.
Nah. That's a
Alright.
deep.
So then I'll come back. Come back to me.
I'll go first. The whole freaking fourth quarter Baltimore Ravens. We gotta lock the fuck in, son. Like fourth quarter, like Ravens in the fourth quarter, like that's my pick because in every fucking game we've been up 2 scores and we've sold the bag 3 times. That can't happen. That cannot happen. We gotta get right. We're playing teams close. We're spanking teams. Like we're up the score. We're moving the ball very well. Like I'm happy about all of that. But when it comes to crunch time, we just can't produce. And the Browns, I know it's divisional opponents. They always gonna play us close. If we're up by 10 or more, we gotta finish. We just gotta finish. So Dave's in the fourth. But going with the trend of win one, lose one, win one. So, we gotta stop losing those. We gotta keep winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. So Ravens in the fourth. Lock the fuck in before I speak out.
Me, I have 2 that I could pick, but I'm gonna go with because we already know the Saints are hurt, so I'm not really gonna pick like if we win, cool. We lose, like it's gonna suck, but like we are hurt to shit. So that 10 days of rest is gonna do us well. I'm gonna go with Bucks offensive line. Bucks offensive line has to lock in because it's really offensive. Like you said it with that joke with I forget what team we were talking about, but it's a shame because Tom Brady this is his swan song year, but any team can get upset it, but the fact that the Steelers did it without it was Mitch Trubisky, if they lose to PJ Walker, there's gonna be a lot of question marks, and there'll be 3 and 4. It'll be like, ooh, does Tom Brady still have it? Who's more disappointing? All the pundits on like ESPN, FS1 will start talking about is Brady cooked. And I'm not saying he's cooked, but there's a lot of compounding factors. I've talked about the Bucs offensive line, and they need to get better because the Panthers defense. I said it. Hey, they find a way to score touchdowns for the Panthers. So if pick 6, fumble recovery, whatever, the Panthers are gonna keep it close for 3 quarters. You're gonna be like, why is it still a 7-point game? Why is it not a 30-point game? Because the Panthers defense can't upset Tom Brady. Not picking the upset, of course, but Bucs offensive line gotta lock in.
So, I have trouble narrowing it down to 1.
If you got 2, you can say 2.
I got 3.
All right, talk to us.
My first one is just Justin Herbert. Got a lot, bro. Like last game was hard to watch, literally, just hard to watch. He got to lock in, bro. I know he hurt with the rib injury, so it's like I'm not asking for much, bro. But hey, man, no touchdowns is tough to watch from my starting quarterback. So I guess I'm sounding selfish because this is for fantasy reasons. Justin Herbert, lock the fuck in, bro, before I tweak out and trade you. I don't want to trade you. I don't want to trade you, but if I have to, I will trade you. My second one is Kenny Galladay. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at the camera.
I don't know how to spell his name. I'm gonna say Galladay like that.
Lock the fuck in before you get fucking traded. Fuck traded. You're gonna get they're literally just gonna give you your bread and just tell you just don't come into work, bro. Like despite the yards, the receptions, bro, be a professional. Show up to work, bro. Work with Danny Dimes on getting the chemistry going, bro. Work on fixing whatever you gotta fix to get yourself at least one catch. Because I didn't even see Kenny Galladay. I don't know if he was hurt. I don't know if he's just not gonna play. It just pains us because we need a wide receiver, and we paid all this money to a guy that we thought would be the number one. He's been the number none. So yeah, lock in, bro, before you get tweaked the fuck out.
And who's last? Who's the last one?
My last lock in is red zone. Lock the fuck in red zone, because we all gonna tweak out in this bitch, bro. We all gonna tweak out if you don't.
It has been a few weeks of a little shakiness. It has been shaky.
Bro, tweak, lock in, man. We just want to watch the game. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say too much, bro. But yeah,
you go incriminate about East, word. Stop going, East. Stop playing. All right.
Before we do spread predictions,
we take a little break.
Do I trade Devontae Smith for Jeff Wilson for Dameon Pierce? It's Keenan Allen, Jefferson, Amon-Ra, running backs for Fournette, Dobbins, and Wilson.
Ooh, yeah. Dobbins. You're trading. I don't know who Wilson. He has Jeff Wilson right now, so he's showing to trade him in Devontae. I would consider it heavily. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, especially because every single week for the rest of the season, you're gonna have to play Dameon Pierce. And I think Lovie Smith today was like, we got to give him at least 20 carries. So he's going to get the touches. He is a freaking beast. He breaks tackles like it's barbecue chicken. So, he gets the extra yards. And every single week, he's had a touchdown. That he's played, had a good amount of touches. He's had a touchdown. So, I would consider it. I'm not going to lie. And I know Devontae, I'm a fan of Devontae, but him in that system is very inconsistent. He had that one game for 160 something, cool, 2 touchdowns. He was cooking that one game against the Commanders, but then he sputtered, and then he had a touchdown. A good game against the Cowboys. And Jeff Wilson, he's a quality starter. He's a starter for the 49ers. So I don't know. You got Keenan Allen, who's on IR still. He's not playing, but you got Jefferson and Amon-Ra. So I don't know. I would lean it, and
I would say wait for after this week, because you have Jefferson on a bye, you'll have Devontae Smith on bye, so it's you'll get people back for the rest of the year. It's just one of those things. Keenan Allen is going to go on bye next week, so who would trade for him? They can't use him immediately. I know you're gonna trade him, but I need to know who your receivers are. You have a good backup running backs, but who are your backup receivers? But starters are good. I consider it, but sleep on it. But yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel, SHABAZZTV. Word. Same name, just on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell their friends. We will be right back.
Another production.
Welcome back, y'all. We are back. We are unfortunately we're going to do this without Matt. My boy was tired. He sacrificed a little bit of his sleep for us, so we definitely appreciate him. But yeah, if you haven't, if you're new, if you're just your first time watching us, go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Twitch, go to YouTube and subscribe to the same channel, SHABAZZTV. You see it in the big ass letters right there. But now, this is the fun part. This is where we make the money. This is where we make the money. We were both horrible last week, but we're looking for a little bit of redemption. A little bit of redemption. So yeah. Again, if you're first time, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend, and we about to get right into the spreads. Saints at the Cardinals. Cardinals favored by 2.5 against your team, Natural. How do you feel?
Come on now, Saints will win this game outright. Plus 2.5 seems like not a lock, obviously, because no game, no things are locks, especially with my team. But Saints are gonna win, so plus 2.5. Word.
I agree. I'm going with the Saints. 2.5. Don't trust Kyler again. So I'm fading the Cardinals until they get it right. They gotta show me something. So yeah, fade the Cards. I'm going with all right. Browns and Ravens. I am going to see. I might just go with Ravens money line, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just say Browns plus 6.5 because that spread is a lot. And I don't know. Part of me is like, I'm confident we're gonna win the game, but it's gonna be very closer than a lot of people think it's gonna be. 7's like 6.5 is basically a touchdown, and that's a trap number. Like we've had our wins by 3. I know we beat the Jets by 10, but like that was before the Jets got right. And I don't know. I just feel like it's just not in the cards for an upset. It's definitely a possibility. So they're gonna run the ball, play good defense, and it's gonna be an ugly game like division rivals are. So give me the Browns plus 6.5.
I agree. Next we got Bucks traveling to Carolina to take on the Panthers. Panthers are underdogs by 10.5. I'm gonna go Panthers. We'll go Panthers plus 10.5. I think they keep it close. They have a defense that can ruffle Tom Brady's feathers.
Yeah. Normally I'm pussy and be like, I'll get the team money line. But actually, no, I ain't pussy. I ain't gonna lie. Because I feel like I'll go with the Bucks money line. 10.5 is a lot. That's 11. That was the same spread last week against the Steelers, and feel me, the Steelers upset that, but they played good defense. The Panthers can do the same, and I feel like Brady's gonna make a statement this game, and he's gonna make an example out of his little bros in the Panthers. Falcons at the Bengals. Bengals are favored by 6.5. I'm going with the Falcons plus 6.5. They're 6-0 against the spread. So until they lose, I was going to do it last week, but I went to 49ers money line. I'm on that wave. I'm on that wave, man. Until they lose the spread, I'm gonna roll with them because they're undefeated so far.
I ditto. Agreed. Also, the Bengals they keep things close as well. They're not like a blowout team as well. They find a way to keep things entertaining. 6.5, way too much. Lions at Cowboys. I think the Lions have an offense that will keep any game competitive, but I think it's gonna be Lions plus 7.5. I don't think the Cowboys, with Dak coming back, I don't think they're gonna try him to throw 40, 50 times. They'll run the ball with Tony Pollard and Zeke, but I don't think they'll score more than a touchdown, more than the Lions. I think they win by 4 points or 5.
I'm leaning that same way, but I'm gonna go with. I think the Cowboys win a lot. This is gonna be a start of a wave that they're gonna be on, and I think 7's a lot. That's a touchdown plus. So I'm not jacking it though. What I do see happening is they'll be up by like 14, right? And then the Lions score, try to go for 2, and miss the onside kick and lose by 8. I do see that happening, but I don't know. Part of me is or even the other way where they hit the 2-point conversion and just miss on the onside kick and lose the game. So, but give me the Cowboys money line on the safe side. Giants at the Jags. Jags are favored by 3, which is kind of weird. Speaking of like the trajectory of both teams are kind of in like opposite directions. Jags were first couple weeks of the season looking up, and then they dropped. Giants has been on a steady up climb. I'm going with the Giants as well. You put the Giants. I'm going with the Giants as well. +3. I think they're gonna win the game. I know I was doing my bullshit earlier, being a hater of the Giants, but I don't. I think they keep it close. If they can hang on, I think they can sneak away with the dub.
There we go. Next we got Packers at Commanders. Oh no, I lied. Sorry, Colts at Titans. I think the Titans minus 2.5 is the perfect play. I think the Titans win comfortably with like a late surge, but like it'll probably be like 27-23. And
No, I think it'll be like 24-20, like it was. It was gonna be like an ugly game, like it was in a couple weeks ago. But I think the Colts are on the opposite side of this one. Like last time they lost close, they had a chance and they failed. This time I think they win the game. Packers at Commander. But is that really a difference though? Because we both have the Cowboys winning. I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking. All right. Packers at Commanders. I think the Packers just win the game. 4.5 is a lot, especially by the way. Like I haven't seen. It's not a lot, not really, but it's a lot. Seeing like what the Packers have done. I don't see it happening. So give me the Packers to win the game, and pardon me. Yeah, Packers to win the game. That's like I do that.
I think Commanders keep it close. I think the Packers win ugly, like 20-16 type shit. It's ugly game. But because again, they can't stop the run, and the Commanders want to run the ball actually. So, next we got Jets at Broncos. Should be too crazy.
It's basically a pick 'em.
It's basically a pick 'em. I think the Jets win outright, so +1 is fine. I think you get a little bit more money if you do Jets plus money line, but like it's like -102 versus -110. It's just a little bit of a difference. But I think if you think the Jets are gonna win, pick the Jets money line. If you think the Broncos are gonna win, Broncos money line. If you think they tie for some reason, like like Matt thinks the Colts and Titans are gonna tie, then that happens too.
So, facts. I completely agree with my twin here. Texans at the Raiders. I think Raiders money line because you know your boy's buns. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be a weird flex. It's just a weird flex. Like, oh god, sorry. I just think the Texans low key might try to keep it close because the secondary of the Raiders is ass. Like to be honest with you, but can Davis General Mills throw the ball? Leaves a lot to be desired. So I'll just go on the safe side and say Raiders money line.
I'm gonna do Raiders money line as well. It's something about them Texans, man. They fight hard for Lovie Smith, but they would be the type to keep things close. And I'm like, I probably would get more money for it. But I think Raiders money line is the better play. But I also think Seahawks +6.5 is the better play here because they have an offense that they can score in bunches when they need to, and they keep things entertaining to say the most.
Yeah. They win, lose. I mean, they lose, win, lose, win, lose, win. Right? They're gonna lose the game. So it's either go Chargers money line or they keep it close. And because certain teams, like when they play the 49ers, they didn't score offensive touchdown.
Right.
So they have a propensity to be slow, like to not do anything at all. I know the Chargers defense is injured. I know the whole team is injured. So I'll just say Chargers money line. I need to see DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett be featured a little bit more for me to say, oh yeah, they have a high powered offense. So I'm gonna say Chargers money line. All right. Chiefs at 49ers. 49ers underdogs at home, 2.5. I'm rolling with the Chiefs. I think they mop the floor with 49ers.
I'm playing. I agree. Chiefs win. I don't think it's close. I think Chiefs are a better team. That's all there is to it.
All right, Steelers at the Dolphins. I'm going with the Steelers. I said money line. Steelers +7. I feel like seven's a lot, especially like for Tua's first game back. I know it's emotional. I think the Dolphins win, but the Steelers do cover.
Likewise, I mean, I have the Steelers to win outright, but to be just on the safe side of my bet, I'll put Steelers win +7. Word.
And then last game is the Bears at Patriots -7.5. 7.5 is a lot, and I think if Bailey Zappi is playing, it would definitely. I think the Patriots could cover. But if Mac Jones is playing, he might try to fuck it up, but they still win the game. So on the safe side, I will go with Patriots money line.
And I'm gonna do Bears +7.5. I think the Bears win. I think the Bears win if it's Mac Jones. Even if it's Bailey Zappi, I think that the Bears can keep it close because Justin Fields is he has that he has that him.
They're a good second half team. Like they make good
Oh,
adjustments.
they're great in the second half.
So like if it's close, then I could see it happening where they cover the spread. So now we got a fun time. It's time for the locks of the week. So, and I forgot to add. Let me dash it now. Actually, give me like a couple seconds. Give me a couple minutes. Hold on.
Another production.
Guaranteed. Drew Marshall. Guaranteed.
I'm saying, yo, in top of the locks of the week, man, sponsored by nobody. Yo, FanDuel, DraftKings, MGM, Caesars, hit the boy up. Stop playing. So here is the fun part where we give our locks of the week, followed by the guaranteed. So for me, my locks are Bucks money line, Cowboys money line. Actually, no. Oh, pseudo lock. Raiders, Chargers, and Patriots money line. Those are my locks of the week. Wait. I got
Guaranteed. Drew Marshall. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Saints are going to win tomorrow night. I guarantee Chiefs -2.5, and I also guarantee
I said money line. I'm at 2.5. My fault, game. Oh, I'm sorry.
I also guarantee the Raiders to win. Those are my 3 actual guaranteed locks. Now, a pseudo lock of mine would actually be Jets, Giants, Titans. Those are my 3 pseudo locks. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, those are it for me. Guaranteed.
Chuck, guaranteed. Drew Marshall. Guaranteed.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with this sound.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. But now here's the sad part where we unfortunately depart from you guys. It's been fun. Shout out to Matt. I know he was tired, but he still pulled up for the love. Moosey, you are a bum. When you die in Fortnite, I will not pick you up. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's been fun. Again, we're a third of the way through the season. We gonna cherish these times as they come. With that said, I'm fucking tired. Natty's tired. It's time to go to bed. So for me, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to the people in the chat that gave their fantasy questions. I hope you guys win your matchups this week. I hope everyone wins their matchups this week. We're not playing each other, finally. So we should be good. But with that said, drop a like.
Each other is like crazy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's paying the money, but I want all my guys to eat. I hope the Saints win, Giants win, Ravens win, Colts win. You know what I'm saying? Jets win. Right? I got fans emotionally invested in these teams. And you know what I'm saying? That's it, man. You got any last words you want to add before I put the outro?
If you win, gamble responsibly. If you lose, don't blame us. But when you win, please bless us with a like. Subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See you guys on Tuesday.
Chuck, guaranteed. Drew Marshall. Guaranteed.
It's funny, I know about it. Certain to somebody. Sometimes.